A sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals.
To kick off for Buffalo.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
On the carry.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
He was taken down at the
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Geno Atkins on the stop. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bengals 3, Bills nothing.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll throw with Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Switch.
Play action. It's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Now the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Bills 7, Bengals 3. Tyler Bass to kick off for.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. I'll give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
His kick.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll have a first down past the 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Down to the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. Catch made here by Campbell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1. They'll run with Mixon, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
14-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Number 31.
A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And a Bills first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
For the running back.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Geno Atkins in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
21-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. Mixon with a first down carry. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Campbell making the catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Well, looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's up 4th down and less than a yard.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They run for it with Mixon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th.
14. Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading into the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And to give this time to the tailback. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Pass it. Pass it. Jump forward. Jump forward.
Here's Hines. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And the Bills will move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Again, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 36, Allen. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Buffalo.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 6.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. This is caught. Gronkowski. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen steps away. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go with Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Going to give this time to the tailback. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Bengals running back. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw is Allen. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bengals drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. 49, He's back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Joe Mixon. Incomplete. Brings up a third down